Hi, my name is Vita. This is Hippie Crow Hub, and today is an emergency. It's a Halloween costume emergency. Probably my hair already screams that I'm in need of some magic to help me get through this weekend. There's a lot going on. Kids are so excited about Halloween, and we always do a dress up. And I planned my costume in my head for a long time. Kids had theirs sorted out. My husband has his already ready. And of course, I ran out of time to finalize my costume. Now, I have prepped all the things I need for it. I just haven't crafted it yet. And it's literally Halloween, and it's an emergency costume crafting moment and an emergency for making my weekly video. So it is going to be a double emergency solved in this video and my costume crafted. Okay, so I don't even know where to start because there were a lot of things that I was planning for this weekend, but then there were like other 15 things just landed on me from like outside sources of things that I had to suddenly be part of and solve and think about. And my husband had some of that. I had some of that. It was like, one of those moments where everything comes your way at the same time and you have to just roll with it. So I'm in a little bit of a kind of like gobsmacked state. Again, just like my hair is. But we're going to roll with it and we're going to see what we do. So this year for Halloween, I plan to be dressed as a crow. No big brainer for me. Most of the times I do a witch, which is like, I joke, is like, well, this is when I get to be me. The whole year I play a role of whatever I'm expected to be, but on Halloween, I am who I am. I am just a witch. Jokes aside, now every year when I plan my Halloween costume, I like it to be something very practical, something I can put together out of my own wardrobe or with minimal shopping involved, usually through thrifting, right? Because Halloween costumes can be very expensive and they all terrible quality, made out of polyester, and we only wear it once and then that's it, there it goes. And Halloween produces a lot of unnecessary waste financially and generally all the resources and plastic. And anyway, moving on, we have thrifted all of our costumes for whatever needed to be thrifted. Some things that I already had. My daughter has thrifted herself a beautiful Wednesday outfit, like Jenna Ortega Wednesday kind of outfit. She's very cute and cool in it. My boy he just wanted to wear a mask, a Scream mask. And we had a Harry Potter cape from a few years back that still fits him. So we just thrifted a mask and we're going to use that same cape for completing the costume. We just removed the details that scream Harry Potter. So that was easy. My husband actually, his costume was decided by the kids. Kids found this really funny white over body for him. And they decided that he can use it to be Slender Man, which is pretty cool. So my husband is going to wear that mask on his face, just the white sock and white gloves, and then black pants and a jacket. Easy peasy, sorted. And we all happen to be somehow within black and white theme, all four of us, which is kind of fun. Every time we do this, it naturally comes out, even though we choose our costumes completely unrelated to each other's. It somehow vibes in some sort of either color combinations or something like that. So it still looks like a family adventure. There we go. Awesome. So my crow my crow costume is gonna be, this is the first one. I never done a crow, and it just kind of makes sense because Hippie Crow Hub, you know. I'm just like a crow, loud and annoying and underestimated often, or you know, crows get a bad rep a lot of the times, but not many people know the crows are actually very smart birds. And anyway, the reason I named my business Crow, because I think crows are very cool birds. I did not have that much meaning attached to it when I named my business, but now, as time went by, the meaning found itself. And so what my idea is to wear this beautiful long 80s black leather jacket that I had, that I tried selling, but it didn't sell from last year. And this year I thought, you know what? Why don't I use that jacket to be my crow costume? Because it vibes so well. It has this underarms, but anyway, I'm gonna show you in a minute. And instead of wearing like a face mask and a crow, I'm gonna do a crow face like as a hat, so that my face can be free and comfortable. It will be a little more dramatic because it will be bigger. So I have this general regular Irish cap that my mom sent us because it was so much fun, because she lives in Ireland. So I'm going to use this as a base because the back is black, and this doesn't really matter. I can hide it under my hair, but I got to disguise the front. So what I also thrifted was this, because we thought that will be a fun like crow face. So I want to add this onto the hat like that. But I also got to hide the green. So I'm going to have to either get some fabric, the black fabric to put over, or I'll use the black paper that I have that I got in a thrift. It's like a harder piece of crafting paper that I'm going to cut out, and I'm going to make like a big beak coming from this. So this will be covered. This is going to be a big beak, and I will fold this. So this will be like my crow face, if that makes sense. And, you know, just in case it rains in Halloween, because somehow every year without a fail, we have a rainy Halloween. So trick-or-treating is kind of mushy, but we can't skip it. Like, kids are committed always. So yeah, that's what I need to craft. And is it going to really work out? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. But regardless, we're going to have to make it work somehow. Even if it's going to fail, we're going to have to like find ways to vibe it. Okay. I think the inside of my brain feels just like my hair looks today. So judge me or don't judge me. We are surviving everything. Okay, in a minute. See you. All right, let's start by trying to cover up this green on the top. Okay, so this skirt I plan to upcycle in my next video. So this is gonna be like a tiny mini sneak peek of what's coming next. This is the only black fabric I have right now, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cutting from that future project, but that's okay. So I plan to cut up this skirt and add a whole bunch of shawls in it to make it really crazy. So this skirt would be like a base. So how the hell do I do this? Okay, so I think I'm gonna add it like this. Right, we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna cut out like this kind of splits here. So this skirt has a lot of like gaps for me to add a lot of ruffles or shawls. And that should be enough for me to have for the hat cover-up. Just hope I don't mess this up because I don't have other options. Yeah, this is what I wanted from this situation. All good. And now I have all of these scraps that are gonna be good enough to cover up my hat. There we go. There we go. Ah, perfect, like that. I'm gonna do sideways because it doesn't really matter, because when I put this on, there you go, perfect. Actually, what's extra perfect is if these lines stick out, but no, that's gonna be too complicated. Never mind. Never mind, we'll just do this. Just like that. Because Crow has black eyes anyway. I was thinking whether I should do some like yellow eyes or in between, or white eyes to make it a little more stand out. But no, I think I'll keep it all black because that's part of the mystery. And also we have like sequences over here, so that will be entertaining anyway. Okay, you know what? I am going to fast forward this part of me stitching this fabric onto the hat and stitching this on, because it's going to be extremely long process if I keep sewing it while talking. Okay, let's do this. right, what just happened? I have no idea. So I had to re-sew the mask twice because I put it off center. It's like that kind of crow. And the reason why I'm trying to sew it on and not gun glue it or glue gun it or whatever the hell the way is to say is because of the rain issue. And another thing is that I want to keep the hat alive after Halloween, so I plan to remove everything and still have like a hat that functions because I like that hat. It's, yeah. So, and then the beak. Okay. As I was doing it, I was like, oh, maybe I should have measured it or like draw some pattern on it. But all I can ask of myself right now is to absolutely wing it as I'm a child. And it kind of so far kind of worked out. The beak is not 100% even on both sides, even though the line at the top is straight. It's just the edges are slightly different because I really tried to fold the tip in a way where it's like strong enough. It's not just like flimsy and one paper. I wanted for it to be a little bit like a cone. But then on the top, like it had to be flexible to bend in because it was like if it was a cone all over the face, it would have been like covering my eyes. So I wanted to still be like easy to wear in that sense. Another thing is that, again, I was sewing a paper onto the fabric. And I can't do too much sewing because the paper will split and rip. And another thing, if I get rain on this, I don't know how durable this paper is going to be. Possibly it's just all going to go to mush and then the stitches will rip and then my beak will fall off. And I would like it to stay intact for the rest of the night. So also because I did this glue here, sellotape here, this in the night is gonna be like shining. So what I'm thinking to do is cover the entire beak with sellotape so that the whole beak is like shiny, but it's gonna protect the paper from the rain. Okay, I haven't even tried it on, so I don't know how terrible it will be. So this is what I'm saying. So it kind of looks like a beak, but you see the side is off. And I don't know if I should have just made a cone and then slided it onto the beak and then bended it into the place. Possibly that would have been a better option, but I wasn't thinking clearly. Or maybe it wouldn't have worked. You know what? I don't know because I wanted to make sure that it's snug on the beak. I don't want it to be flimsy and wobbly. It doesn't matter. Kids will approve it. It's all good. Anyway, but my resources have been used, so I cannot remake a new beak. And it's an emergency craft. Don't have time to go to the shop to buy more black paper. So I think we're just going to have to roll with it. And I mean, even my ears are not exactly in the same height. You see, one is a little bit higher than the other. So yeah, a beak a little bit off center, all good. None of us 100% even on both sides, right? It just makes us more like real, I guess. Okay. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to just put sellotape all over it and then I'm going to try the beak on. Alrighty, yo, the costume is complete. I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna show you how it is. I'm gonna start with my hat so I can like comfortably come here. And let me clip this on. Had to charge my microphone because the battery was running low. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the hair will be somewhat crazy like that. So here is the hat. Okay, I'm gonna guide you through a few more things. So you already know what happened here. And you saw me put the black fabric on top because the shininess was bothering me. It just looked too cheap. And I knew that in the dark with the lights, it's just gonna get a lot of glare. And it's gonna look too like cheap and garbagey. And no, I haven't done a perfect job, but this is like an emergency, and I think for the just trick-or-treating in the dark, it's gonna be just fine. I'm literally running late with all of this. Also, I managed to make the beak a little bit better shape and more straight by pulling it in a little bit and just adding a lot of sellotape in the center to keep it tucked in. So I think overall it kind of worked out. So let's put it on. I mean, I don't think you can get it wrong that it's not a crow. I think people know. You see, it's not like perfect. It's a little bit off, but like I said, like I don't think anyone's gonna analyze that too much. I think all the kids are going to see the bad side of it from like being like shorter than me. But I don't think kids will be questioning it too much. I think the most drama is supposed to happen like from the distance. And this is gonna be a great rain cover-up, comfortable costume. And I also have a black nail varnish that I'm gonna do my nails with, just for fun. And I'm going to wear some sort of black top underneath, if I can find a polo. Maybe I'll wear like my dark burgundy scarf underneath. I don't know. I'll do the best I can. I also have some like furry scarves that are black, so I might wear that if it's cold. If it's not that cold, it's gonna be fine. If I'm just wearing a normal black top underneath, I'll wear pants, black shoes of course, and the coat drama. Let me demonstrate. Okay. And the crow beak is really helpful for the microphone. Okay, we'll close this in. Where is the button? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is a vintage leather jacket from the 80s that I think is gorgeous. I just didn't manage to sell it, but now I'm thinking maybe it didn't want to sell because it wanted to stay with me, okay? So now watch the drama. Now come on. This looks like a crow, doesn't it? I mean, that was pretty easy, right? Just a baseball cap hack and a coat. That's like a perfect trick-or-treating fashion with enough drama, perfect amount of comfort, protection from the rain, and not that much invested, neither financially, neither time-wise. All right. I actually really like this coat. I think I'm gonna be wearing it even when I'm not a crow. Well, I kind of am a crow and a witch all at the same time, all the time, but you know what I mean. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for being here. I will love you and leave you. Stay creative. There's a new video every Monday, 10 a.m. Even thought this video I posted on a Friday because the Halloween is literally today. And it would have kind of like defeated the point of this emergency costume if I posted it on Monday. So basically this is my Monday video of the week, and soon I will post pictures of all our family costumes as soon as everybody is dressed up and we know how we roll. Okay, I am so out of it today, but I gotta get myself together because there's a lot of action is gonna be happening this weekend. Hit a like to support. Write something in the comments down below, whatever you want. Hi or bye, yay or nay, whatever it is that you want to say. It's gonna help me with my content. Thank you so much. Mwah! Bye.